The power play of the day cashes yet again as the Diamondbacks come through in extra innings. Plus, it was a 2-0 night for me with client releases on Monday. Who do I like Tuesday? I'll let you know momentarily. Plus, who you may want to look to sell high and may want to look to buy low on for tonight's MLB slate. A crazy stat on Joe Burrow and a free MLB over-under winner. This is the Power 5 on Wager Talk TV. But first, we start with where the market is moving today, and the public seems to like the big favorite in Colorado, where the Cubs won 5-4 yesterday. They're now listed as big -185 favorites on the money line across the board per the wagertalk.com odds screen. I even see a couple -190s out there. That's up from the opening number of -170. Now, I've got the Cubs power rated as the third best team in the entire National League right now, and I'm hoping they win the Central Division because I bet them to do so a couple weeks ago. For tonight's game, though, against the Rockies, the Cubs are getting to face Chris Flexen, who's been pretty atrocious so far in 2023, to be quite frank. Flexen's season started in Seattle. He was basically then given away to the Mets, who released him. The Rockies picked him up in July, and they're just 2-7 in his 9 starts for them. Last time out, Flexen gave up 6 runs in 2 1/3 innings. He's allowed 12 homers in his 9 starts for the Rockies. The Cubs will be turning to Javier Assad for what should be a pretty easy win here tonight. Assad's got a 1.77 ERA and a 1.03 whip his last 3 starts. By the way, tonight will be just the 5th time the Cubs are road favorites of -175 or higher on the money line. They are 3-1 so far in such games, including last night's victory. All right, a team to sell high on? How about the Dodgers? They are -160 home favorites tonight over San Diego. The Padres, +1.5. Were a 3% client win for me last night. Didn't even need the +1.5. They won it outright. They rally back from an early 7-2 deficit to win 11-8. Of course, being the fact that they were behind 7-2, I was pretty happy that I had the +1.5 in my back pocket, even though it turned out I didn't need it. But as I said in my analysis for that game, it was a really tough spot for the Dodgers. First game back home after playing 6 straight on the road. Plus, with the NL West pennant and a first-round bye all but sewn up, you got to wonder what the Dodgers' motivation is going to be down the stretch. The Padres, meanwhile, yes, they are certainly a long shot to make the playoffs at this point, but they still have the NL's 5th best run differential. They're the only team in the West besides the Dodgers with a positive run differential on the season. And the Padres also have what I feel tonight is a substantial edge in the starting pitching department with Michael Wacha going against Lance Lynn. Wacha's coming off his first loss in 3 months, while Lynn, after a promising start to his Dodgers career, seems to have reverted back to what he was with the White Sox earlier in 2023. Over his last 2 starts, Lynn has allowed 15 runs and 6 homers in just 9 innings pitched. I wouldn't look to back the Dodgers here, even though they are 40-17 off a loss this season. Plus, I know how much you all love backing the Padres. Now, where do we buy low for Tuesday's MLB slate? How about the Rangers with Max Scherzer on the mound? They're an even -110 on the money line versus the Blue Jays after taking last night's series opener 10-4. Scherzer is coming off his worst start of the season, where he allowed 7 runs in 3 innings against the Astros. That was a terrible series for Texas, but they have since won 3 in a row. We all know this is a critical series because both the Rangers and Blue Jays have their eyes on those last 2 wild card spots in the American League. Everyone seems to be doubting Texas right now, but they still have the AL's 2nd best year-to-date run differential. And as I mentioned, they've won 3 in a row after that icy cold spell. Last night marked the 24th time this season the Rangers scored 10 or more runs in a game. That's number 1 in MLB. They also drew 9 walks. Patience at the plate. If you are the Blue Jays, by the way, you got to be a little concerned that for such a big series last night, lowest attendance for any home game this season? Apparently, Blue Jays fans may not be buying in on this team. I would buy low on the Rangers tonight with Scherzer at this price. Big picture, I think Texas can still make the playoffs as well. Certainly they can. I think they will. Who are you looking to sell high and buy low on for tonight's MLB slate? Let me know in the comments section here on YouTube. While you're at it, if you enjoy what you're hearing, why not go ahead and smash that like button, give this show a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that. Love all the interaction. We've been getting on the Power 5 each and every day here since we began in late July. Stat of the day, let's talk some NFL. What do you say? On Sunday, Cincinnati's Joe Burrow became just the 8th quarterback in NFL history to attempt 30 or more passes in a game and end up with 82 or fewer yards. That list includes such luminaries as Ryan Lindley, Chris Winkie, Cordell Stewart, Stan Gelbaugh, Dieter Brock, and two old guys I've never heard of that played in the 40s and 50s. Odds makers still have the Bengals 3.5-point favorites against the Ravens for week 2, since he's won 4 of 5 in that AFC North rivalry. Will be interesting to see if Burrow, who has been bothered by a calf injury, if he can bounce back against Baltimore. Okay, before we get to the power play of the day, I would like to mention it was a 2-0 sweep on Monday for yours truly. Not only did I have the Padres plus 1.5, but I hit my NFL teaser with the Jets and under. On Sunday, it was a 3-0 sweep in the NFL, including outright wins with the Browns and Bucks. I have now won 7 straight client releases going back to Saturday Night College Football. Right now at Wager Talk, you can grab a month of either NFL or college. That's either NFL or college, your choice, for just $99. All you need to do is head on over to my page, wt.buzz/BP, and use the coupon code Bryan99. That's BRYAN99 at checkout, and you get 30 days of football winners, either NFL or college, for only $99. I hope you all take advantage. All right, for the power play of the day, let's go with an MLB game nobody's talking about, and that's Reds at Tigers. 6:40 Eastern start in the Motor City. I'm looking for runs to be scored in this one, as you've got 2 bad starters on the mound. For the Reds, Brandon Williamson, he's coming off the COVID list. He has a 4.78 expected ERA on the year. Behind him, a Reds bullpen that, quite frankly, is overworked and not very good. For the Tigers, Joey Wentz gave up 8 runs in 3 innings his last home start. In 17 starts this season, Wentz has a 7.17 ERA and 1.739 whip. Again, I'm expecting runs in this game and would play the over up to 9.5. And that does it for the power play for the Power 5. Pardon me, that also does it for the power play of the day, but that does it. We're done here for the Power 5 on Tuesday, September 12th. Check me out on Twitter, Bryan Power _wins. Make sure you're subscribed to the Wager Talk YouTube channel as well, so you don't miss any of the great sports betting content we present each and every day. Now let's all go cash some tickets.